My name is George Pavlopoulos, and I'm the Vice President for Sensors and Embedded Systems for Innoveering. Today, I'll be speaking to you about our Innoveering particle sensor for real-time engine ingestion data. This is a sensor to measure particle size, concentration, and species composition for a safer engine operation and smarter maintenance cycles. Innoveering combines decades of experience primarily in hypersonic propulsion and flight. Sensing for harsh environments supports our mission to become a high-speed propulsion company. We have been in business for nearly 10 years now and have delivered on numerous SBIR projects that have graduated to Phase 2. These programs have allowed us to build a portfolio of capability in the area of sensing and control, while we focus on solutions that have a path towards flight vehicle integration. Real-time onboard detection and measurement of particles that may be ingested by a gas turbine engine during flight has been a challenge for the Navy, impacting flight safety, maintenance, and field operations. A great deal of work has been done and continues to this day on mitigating sand and volcanic ash ingestion, specifically a combination known as CMAS, which stands for calcium, magnesium, alumina, and silicon. The detection and characterization of CMAS particulates has been the focus of our SBIR effort. This SBIR effort leverages a combined electro-optical approach to yield particle size, composition, and concentration of particulates. A prototype system has been assembled and has undergone validation testing, and the anticipation is for a full-scale engine test later this year. During operations in the Middle East, a loss of 90% of normal service time for turboshaft engines was realized due to sand ingestion, even though a vacuum filtration system known as the engine air particle separator was installed to protect the downstream engine components. With the inability to properly gauge the loss of performance by the EAPS, the service changed its hover standards, reducing them dramatically so as to avoid critical damage to the engine. Since then, improvements on predictive loss of performance have been implemented via software-based predictive approaches, but there's really no substitute for an actual measurement. Our particle sensor can deliver on these measurements, and when installed before and after the EAPS filtration system, it can provide real-time monitoring of the specific CMAS attributes that are most detrimental to the engine components. Our solution is a compact, rugged in-situ sensor system that can be installed in several places within the engine or airframe. The transduction method leverages high-energy microplasma discharges to process particles within its active volume. A combined electro-optical sensor node array integrated in the probe tip enables measurements of atomic emissions from dissociated particles and ionic field charge buildup from interacting particles, yielding species identification and composition measurement along with particle size estimation. In addition to enabling the measurement, the high-energy microplasma protects the sensing elements from fouling and maintains full probe function even under heavy particle loading conditions. Probes to date have accumulated hundreds of hours of use and continue to operate with no observable loss of function. The project is currently in its Phase 2 option period of performance, having already undergone several stages of testing to validate discrete functionality and integrated operation in more recent tests. Composition measurements have been limited to CMAS-specific attributes, but the system can be expanded to include other species of interest as desired. Brassport system testing in an engine environment was performed in the fall of 2020 at NavAir, providing early experience of fielding a probe along with supporting electro-optical subsystems that will comprise mostly of COTS components. Since then, there has been a focused effort towards the miniaturization and integration of key electro-optical subsystems as we proceed towards fielding a prototype system in a full-scale engine environment later this year. We list here some of the key features and benefits our particle sensor solution has. First of all, it can provide real-time in-situ quantitative measurements for composition, size, and concentration. As far as we know, there is no other sensor system currently that can perform this integrated function. Second, the probe is high temperature capable, thus not limiting its installation within the engine environment. Third, It is modular and scalable, enabling a multi-probe arrangement to be deployed at strategic locations, for example, before and after the EAPS, to yield a measured metric on filtration performance. While improved software-based predictions have become more prominent, an onboard sensor can still provide additional mission assurance that can put pilots at ease. As mentioned earlier, the program is currently in its Phase 2 option period performance. While we are planning for a full engine test at NAVAIR later in the year, we are also interested in talking to others for scheduling additional operational testing. On the V-22 Osprey program side, we are looking for a program advocate that can support our ask for bridge funding past Phase 2 so that we can further optimize subsystem components for onboard implementation. Market analysis shows that the V-22 fleet is comprised of 400 aircraft and 860 T-406 engines. There are another 5,000 helicopters and more than 10,000 fixed-wing aircraft in the DoD that could also find benefit from an onboard particle monitoring sensor. On the commercial and private aircraft side, the market potential could be significant for our onboard volcanic ash monitoring sensor. Volcanic activity has and will continue to create significant challenges for air travel around the world, costing the industry millions and even billions of dollars in some cases for lost time or damaged equipment. Just like the navigation aid in our cars, they tell us when a route is congested. We can imagine a near-term future where similar navigation data sharing in the skies warn pilots of zones of heightened levels of dangerous particulates based on data gathered by onboard particle sensors on every airplane. We are looking for transition partners that can help us secure the next level of funding. This could be a Phase 3 or CRP funding for a small number of particle sensor systems that can undergo more rigorous operational testing. We welcome discussions from engine manufacturers, commercial airlines, and others looking to invest in our technology. I thank you for taking the time to listen to our technology pitch and welcome further discussions on this and other sensor solutions we have in our portfolio. Please visit us at our virtual booth or reach out to me directly to schedule a meeting. Thank you.